Yo, what is up, gang? As usual, it's your boy Lahima here. I hope you guys are having a great month, a great week, and also hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. Before we're going to hop in video today, I just want to announce that we had a great giant milestone on this channel. We finally hit 3,000 subscribers, which is so crazy. I know it's probably not the biggest amount of subscribers in the world, but it's definitely a milestone for me personally. Appreciate everyone that kind of stuck with me throughout my YouTube journey, especially from the old days, the old subs, and also everyone in the Discord that kind of is teaching everybody else, helping everybody, and I love that we're doing a good community, especially for producers. But anyways, as you guys probably know on this channel, we do a weekly poll where I ask you guys what video you guys want to see next, and you guys voted for a video on song structure. So how to kind of make your songs and kind of take your 4-bar loop or whatever bar loop and make it into a full song and kind of really develop an idea. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we're going to hop in, if you haven't already, go to make sure to smash that like button and smash the subscribe button and hit that bell button to notify when I post new stuff. And please make sure you hit the bell button because it really helps out the channel. It helps you get notified when I post new stuff. Also, we're at it. Make sure to comment down below what video you guys want to do next. And also you can check out my website at lahimaos.com. On that website I have drum kits, loop kit, melody loop kits, vocal presets, and FX kits that I use all the time in my personal production. So definitely stuff that is made for the producers like you guys. And most importantly, but not least, if you haven't already, go to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Lahima Beats. You can find all my crazy stuff there you don't see on YouTube. And yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into today's tutorial. So here's an old song I made called Yeah Right. It's actually a demo of it. I'm going to be re-releasing it on Spotify pretty soon with kind of some updates. But this song has really good structure. I think it's a really good song to kind of show you guys a lot of the core principles of how I make songs and kind of think about the structure of them as I kind of make them. And that actually leads me into my first tip, which is start off with the chorus of your song, because you're going to end up repeating your chorus pretty much 70% of the time in the song. You're going to be inside the chorus. That's the main crux of the song. So you really want to stick in that. So let me show you. So here's how the chorus for this song sounds like. So as you can hear, it's a pretty solid chorus, but the main thing that's interesting here is actually the structure of the chorus across the whole song. So as you see here, this is the chorus right here at bar 17, and if we look once again at bar 41, we see pretty much the exact same thing going on. And then once again at a bar 81 through 97, we see the exact same thing happen again. So as you can see, I'm really just reusing the same elements from the chorus over and over again for all my subsequent choruses as well, which is why I say start in your chorus first, because it really fills up a lot of the material you're going to be using in the song. And then when you have your first chorus, when you repeat it the second time or the fourth time or whatever, you just do subtle changes. So the first time we hear the chorus, it had no vocal. Now the second time we're going to hear the chorus, which is at bar 41, it comes with the vocal. And then lastly, when we hear it the last time, it's once again more of the same thing, but with just more vocals this time. So as you can hear, each time we hear the chorus, it's more or less the same thing. But there's two main things that really separate each of these choruses from each other that make them all feel unique. And that's my second tip, which is one, increasing the span of the chorus, like how many bars it is, and two, adding in subtle elements between each chorus. So let me show you. So in the first chorus, as you guys already saw, there's no vocal. And the second time we hear the chorus, there is a vocal. And then the last time when we hear the chorus, there's the lead vocal that we always hear in kind of the doubles, but now we have a little extra vocal harmony going on, a kind of a call and response thing. So the first time we hear the chorus is actually only 8 bars long. Then the next time we hear the chorus is also 8 bars again, but it's 8 bars with the vocal, so it's a little bit different. And then the last time we hear the chorus is actually 16 bars, so it's double the length of each of all the other preceding choruses before. And that's what makes each of these choruses feel so distinct, is that the amount of time they take up is different, and also as well, the arrangement of each chorus is slightly different. So in the first chorus here, there's this little ride here that happens at the song, some extra percussion that is not there in the first chorus. The second time we hear the chorus is there. And then the last time we hear the chorus, it's there plus extra stuff. So it really makes each chorus stand out by adding in some subtle elements, as well as increasing the time span in which each chorus is taking up, how many bars it's actually going for. And so with that, as you can see, you can really get a lot out of just one chorus just by messing with the time and also just messing with adding subtle elements in between. But what happens when you go out of the chorus? What do you do for your intros, your verses, your bridges? How do you make those parts feel distinct, but also less in energy than the chorus? Well, that's actually really simple. So the easiest way to do this is to use the same elements that are in the chorus, but in a different way, but use less of them. So I'll show you what I mean. So in the chorus of the song, I have this piano sample that runs through it, and it sounds like this. Very melodic, very wet, reverby soundy, kind of sounds like an old chime. And so in the intro and the verses, I wanted to kind of have that same vibe going, but just in a different way with a little bit less going on. So I took that same piano sample, which I got from this MIDI here, and then I just replayed it again, but instead of having all the extra kind of top line, melodic stuff going on, it's just a straight chords. And so that sample sounds like this. And so as you can hear, it's the exact same chord progression that we use in the chorus of the song, but with just less melodic elements going on. So what we're doing here is essentially, we're teasing the chorus of the song and kind of the elements of the chorus without actually playing those elements. And also we're kind of gluing these two parts together because they're using the same kind of instrument, that being the intro and the chorus. And kind of in the same theme, I have this snare that I use in the chorus, and the snare sounds like this. And in the introduction, I use that exact same snare again, but the only difference is this time is that it's playing a different pattern. So as you can see, all I'm really doing is just repurposing elements from the chorus, which is why the chorus is so important, because it has so many uses for building the song. And the last element I have that I kind of repurposed from the chorus as well is this little vocal chop, and it goes like this. And this technique doesn't even include just intros. You can do the same thing in your verses. So let me show you. So the verse for this song actually uses the exact same idea. So I use the exact same chords you guys heard of the intro. And then other than that, all I have is just this hi-hat that's from the chorus. So for the second verse, I wanted more of the same thing that we got from the first verse. So I kept the exact same chords as you see up here. I kept pretty much everything else the same, except I added in a kick, which sounds like this. And all I'm doing here is just repurposing the same kick from the chorus with just some muted hits. So as you can see here, at bar 41, here is the chorus kick drum pattern, and here is the verse kick drum pattern on 49. As you can see, it's the exact same thing, but I've just muted a hit or two here or there. And what that's doing is it's essentially giving us the same kind of chorus energy, you know what I'm saying? But the only difference being is that we're kind of just lowering it just a little bit, because we want this part to be a lot less energetic than the chorus actually is. And then the last thing I did to make the two verses feel different was that I increased the length of the second verse. So the first verse is actually only 8 bars, and the second verse is 16 bars, which is kind of the same principle idea we had going on with the chorus, where the first chorus is shorter, while the second chorus and all preceding choruses are longer or have more elements. So in this case, for the second verse, I just chose to increase the length of it. So the last tip I have for you guys for kind of song structure is how to transition from part A to part B. If you want to go from your intro to your chorus or your chorus to whatever, you always want to have a transition. It can be sometimes subtle, it can sometimes be crazy, it really depends on you, but I generally find that if you keep it simple, it will always work. So let me show you guys kind of some things I did in this song. So a really quick easy one that I did in this song is that when I introduce the main kind of chorus piano into the song, all I do is just mute all the intro stuff and then I just have the main piano part, the kind of first bar, and I just took it, reversed it, and I just kind of faded it in, and that actually sounds like this. And this transition works really well because you're just repurposing stuff that's already there. I'm just pretty much using the same chorus piano and just reversing it into itself. So it already kind of works. It's already kind of glued together, if you know what I'm saying. The next one, which is my personal favorite, is just pauses. Simply just taking away everything, giving a moment of silence to really make the next drop, the next kind of big hit harder and come in really strong. So here's an example of that.
Don't waste your time. Don't have to say it. I don't have that much. And yeah, you don't mind. Party all night. I hate to say it, but I've had enough.
And then the last one, which is the best one, is just having no transition. Just go from part A to part B with no stop. And I do that actually in the end chorus of the song. And as you can see here, going from part A to part B sometimes just works really well with no pauses if you want to keep the same vibe going. And what really makes it work here is that I'm using the same chords that I use in the intro, which once again are just the same chords in the chorus without all the extra melodic stuff going on top. And that's what really makes this transition work so well and work so smoothly that you don't even really notice. And yeah, that pretty much ends it for today, guys. If you guys want to see a part 2 of this video, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I'll definitely be down to do another one. Just gonna let me know what you guys want to see next. But as usual, if you guys already haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button to stay notified when I post new stuff. Also, while you are at it, gonna make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Lahima Beats. Also, check out my new website, lahimaos.com, where I have the best drum kits, multi-loop kits, FX kits, and vocal presets that you can find. And once again, that I use all in my personal production. And lastly, but not least, I hope you guys have a good day and a good month, and I will see you guys next time. Lahima out.